I went out to make a video of this scooter, and look at that. Two very different Mustangs. So in the last, well, today's the second day of ownership, but yeah, I have put 20 miles on it. I just got this out for the very first time today. I wanted to make a video clarifying some things and just talk about this scooter a little bit, since I rode it for 20 miles and I had 34% battery left, and I did not fully charge it before riding it. Also, in my video, it did have a little bit of usage, and that is testing purposes. Also, the screen had scratches on it, but there is a, like you can see right there, I was starting to peel it up a little bit. I did not realize there was a second screen protector, and Apollo was very helpful and actually sent me a replacement. And then when we realized it was not an issue with the screen, I let them know. They canceled the replacement because I don't need a replacement. So you can see I started to peel it up, but then I was like, yeah, I'll just leave it on there. There is a second screen protector. A couple people called that out, but honestly, it's on there so well, I didn't realize it was there. Kind of like if you have a Galaxy Fold, it has a built-in screen protector that you're not supposed to remove. I figured it was something like that, like I would remove something that was not supposed to be removed. So I didn't even look into it further. But yeah, nope, there's no scratches on it, and the mileage is from testing purposes. So far, I absolutely love this thing. When I first got it, it actually had a limit on it to 20 kilometers per hour. And so I wasn't really having a whole lot of fun with it. But I was able to change it to miles per hour because, you know, I'm in the United States. I'm used to that. And yeah, oh my gosh. Just doing 25 miles per hour on this thing feels like you're freaking flying. You have no idea. I did 15 on my last scooter, my little, in fact, I got some pictures I could put up on the screen now. It's a GoTrax little $300 budget scooter. This is definitely not a budget scooter, but I mean, it goes 15 miles an hour. This thing, oh my gosh. So in gear one, it'll go 15 miles an hour top speed, which is pretty cool. I like that because if I'm riding on sidewalks, I really don't want to go much faster than 15. And that's also something I want to talk about. Now this thing can go, you know, 30, I actually have it set to 35 top speed, which the top speed on it theoretically is 43 miles per hour. I actually, on sidewalks, like the sidewalks around here, they're like uneven, they're like broken, and like it's a really rough ride, and you feel like you're gonna fall. And then there's a whole lot of like giant like piles of leaves, and you're like, what if something's underneath those leaves that I don't know about, like poop or I don't know. And also they're slick, so I'm finding myself finding sidewalks to be a real hazard for trying to ride something like this. So I have been, you know, putting it in gear 3, which will, whoo, man, it'll go to 35 miles an hour, no problem. I don't put it in Ludo mode because I'm not ready for that. 35 miles an hour on this thing is ridiculous. Yes, I have rode this thing on the road at 35 miles an hour, and there's 2 lanes, and the car to the left lane of me is like staring at me like, bruh, you're doing the same speed I am. So I do have, you're gonna look at my ugly mug for a second. That's why I don't usually go in front of the camera, because I listen, I made an ugly ass baby, a cute ass kid, and then an ugly ass adult. But this is my helmet. I got it from Amazon. It's a I don't even know what it is, I just know it's from Amazon, and it's got the MIPS system. But we're gonna go back to looking at something much better than me. The scooter, it is freaking beautiful. When it came, it had about 10 psi. I have a pump, and I aired the tires up to 50. I'm so glad that that was something that I checked, because I mean, they were low. They were like 7-8 pounds of air low. So I'm so glad that I filled them up to 50 like it said. I do like that the latch, or the folding mechanism, is way better than my GoTrax. On the GoTrax, it felt like you were gonna lose a finger or a hand every time you unfolded it. But this thing is a lot better. One thing is, this thing weighs so much stinking more than the GoTrax. Like, I could pick the GoTrax up so easily now. Like, I didn't even realize how light that thing was until I got this bad boy. This thing is freaking sick. I freaking love it. One thing I want to talk about is the blinkers. So I stop with the regenerative braking the most. Like, pretty much that's all I use for braking. Well, when you're trying to use your turn signal and stop with the regenerative braking, you can't. So what I found myself doing was hitting that and then going for the regenerative braking, or trying to, you know, reach for the brake and use the, you know, use the normal brake and then use the blinker. So I use this so much, like pretty much all the time, and because then it doesn't wear on the mechanical brakes as much, and then you get some of the charge back into the battery. But yeah, it's really hard to like start to slow down and use your blinker. So you gotta use your blinker and then start to slow down. But so far this thing is an absolute hoot. I love it. Every time you take off in modes 2 or 3, both wheels, they'll chirp, like they're braking traction for a split second, and then you're zooming. Oh my gosh. You accelerate so incredibly fast on this thing. It's kind of crazy. Like, I can't even imagine using Ludo mode all the time. Maybe when I'm more confident and I'm more protected, like right now, these knees, they don't really want to, you know, these elbows, they don't really want to, you know, meet the pavement on Ludo mode. I need some more protection, so I need to invest in gloves, because when you fall, the first thing you do is reach for the ground. And yeah, I want my hands to continue looking like this, you know. So this is just the first impressions. The horn is a really weird, awkward thing, because like I can do my brake, I can do my regenerative braking, I can do my turn signal, but you have to like take your hand off. Oh well, okay. I guess it's not that bad. This was moved over, but it's not the best thing in the world. Anyways, I don't use the brakes very much. I just use the regenerative. And then this thing holds like a bag or something, so that's pretty cool. It also goes up and it latches into that right there. So this thing is sick, and I'm gonna be riding it to work all week long unless there's a lot of rain. It is water resistant, but you know, water makes things rusty and need maintenance more. And you know, if it's raining, I'll just drive my car. Pretty much just, you know, that's why I like this thing, because I do have a car. I just hit 3,000 miles on it. $3,000 miles. And this thing's going to cause me to put less miles on it, and then obviously I can charge it. And if I charge it while I'm at work, I'm not even paying for the electricity to charge it at home. My employer is paying to charge it. Oh, it's really, really cool. I'm very happy so far. Honestly, truly don't think I have any complaints right now, besides how stinking heavy it is. But I mean, just look how massive that is. I mean, that is freaking nuts. It's just huge. I don't think I would ever turn off kickstart. The only time kickstart would be nice is if you're going up a steep hill and you're trying to get this thing rolling, because obviously this thing weighs a lot, and then you've got your weight, and yeah, it's kind of hard to kickstart on a hill. So I could see that being the only time I'd want to turn it off. But like right here, like if I were to hit this and then this thing just takes off, like I'm not even standing on it. So I can kickstart's pretty awesome. Like this is actually an incline right here. Oh, I can kickstart it fast enough. Yeah, it'll go 50 in mode 1. Sorry, I'm holding the camera. Hopefully it's stable. Holding the camera while my hand's also kind of on the arm, you know, the handlebars. The ground clearance on this thing is actually kind of nutty. These SpongeBob arms, look at this. Look at that takes so much effort. Oh my god, my arm hurts now. This thing's so heavy. Alright, so I think this about wraps up this video. I have a couple things I need to that aren't related to this. I don't think you can hear me anyway. Where's the microphone? Anyways. Hi there. That water is so gross. Of course, nobody can. This isn't an accessible area. I did ride it last night at about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. It was almost 11, and that light is pretty freaking bright. It's a good one. It's a good light. It works. But yeah, more videos to come soon. I wanted to get something out to clarify, since, you know, with the unboxing, I thought I got like a unit someone else had used, but it's just a secondary screen protector that can come off. And then they put a little bit of use mileage or kilometers on them from testing, making sure that they're good to go. Very happy with it so far. Please let me know what you think of the video by giving it a rating, whether it's a thumbs up or thumbs down. Please leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. You know, not using gasoline at all, taking this thing to work and charging it up and making your employer pay for the charging. Literally not paying for gas or electricity, you know, besides obviously the huge pill to swallow of the price of one of these things. But yeah, this is what Josh do. Thank you for watching. I'm out.